Alright Slim Shady fans, we have some new, crazy but intriguing news when it comes to Eminem's new collaboration. We're talking a collaboration with the Hitman series. Yes, you heard it right, with the Hitman series. Specifically Hitman World of Assassination. We have a project or a collaboration between Eminem and Hitman World of Assassination where, listen to this, Eminem has hired a hitman to kill Slim Shady. Does that sound familiar? It looks like the Slim Shady coup de grace saga continues because it looks like Shady is not dead after all, as a lot of us suspected at the end of the album. And it looks like the only way to put Slim Shady down is for Marshall Mathers to bring in a freaking hitman. They released the trailer, which we're gonna break down. We're gonna talk about the Easter eggs, connections, and all of that. There's some cool little details in here that I am absolutely loving. And I think this is a very, very cool project. I mean, I'm not a crazy gamer. I haven't really played Hitman in like years, but this is so cool. I'm actually contemplating getting my hands on it and playing and trying to kill Slim Shady. Now, I don't know if this is like a DLC type thing or whether this is in fact like part of the main video game storyline, but regardless of what it is and how it kind of connects to the game, it's a very, very cool concept. So let's go through it. We actually have a monologue from Marshall Mathers himself and also Slim Shady in the trailer, which is super awesome. So the trailer starts with this shot of Eminem or Slim Shady with the Jason Voorhees mask, which is obviously a big part of the Slim Shady persona. We obviously know that Slim Shady becomes the true Slim Shady with the mask on. So this is super cool. And Eminem in the background in the voiceover says, "Listen up. I don't usually ask for help." And obviously this is him trying to get a hitman to kill Slim Shady for him. But we do have someone standing, most likely either Marshall Mathers or Slim Shady with the sneakers on. Super cool. And then we have Eminem here punching the mirror, which is super cool. And as he punches the mirror, he turns into Slim Shady. Now this got me thinking back at some of Eminem's songs. Remember in Relapse? Remember when he was talking to himself on the mirror, trying to kill himself, but he wasn't able to? I'm obviously referring to the track My Darling. So I definitely love the Easter egg here and the connection. But obviously it turns back into Marshall Mathers as he's punching the glass or the mirror, basically saying that you can't kill Slim Shady by just punching the mirror because he's part of Eminem. He's not a different individual. But in the voiceover, Marshall Mathers says, but this isn't just another target. And by target, we mean an assassination target. And then we obviously see what I was talking about. Marshall Mathers punching the mirror, super cool. We have him punching the mirror as well. And then Eminem sees the Slim Shady logo flash before his eyes, which is super cool. Eminem says it's the crazy part of me. So it's not just any target, it's a crazy part of me. Again, this goes back to what I said. It's not an individual, it's a part of himself. And it obviously turns into Slim Shady as he's punching the mirror. So all of the different pieces of the glass have Marshall Mathers and Slim Shady in them. It's definitely symbolic. But then we have this shot of Eminem sitting at some sort of an event, but as it zooms in, he transforms into Slim Shady again. But in the voiceover, he says, I gave him life. And this refers back to how the Eminem persona really got created as part of Marshall Mathers' drug problems and kind of letting that persona take life. That's what he means by I gave him life. And obviously the Slim Shady name pops up again and he turns into Slim Shady. It's like he's shape-shifting, which is cool. But now he says he wants mine. So it wasn't enough for him to have life, now he wants to take my life. So Slim Shady wants to kill Marshall Mathers. Back to the concept of the album, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, where they were basically trying to kill each other. Then we have Hitman finally making his way. We have him looking at all of the billboards, Slim Shady's face on it. In the voiceover, Marshall Mathers says, I've tried to bury him. But this motherfucker just keeps coming back. And as he says that, we have Hitman kind of taking his silencer out and getting ready to shoot Slim Shady, which is cool. This is a super cool and iconic shot. I think this would be like a great shot in an actual Eminem music video. And instead of animations, it'll be awesome if it's actually him. But we obviously see the Hitman behind Marshall Mathers with the gun pointed at his head. But in the mirror, it's not Marshall Mathers, it's Slim Shady. So it goes back to the whole concept that Eminem and Shady are the same thing. And then Hitman says, I found. And then we have this shot of some people holding down Slim Shady with the Jason Voorhees mask, super cool. And obviously Hitman has the silencer pointed at him. But he says, I found that no one is untouchable. Obviously, Hitman is all about no one can escape me, I can kill anybody. So this goes back to that. So even Slim Shady is not untouchable to Hitman, which is cool. We have this cool shot of Slim Shady with the Jason Voorhees mask up. And then we have this shot, I don't even know what this is, but it's some sort of a compound. Maybe Hitman's compound, but we have Slim Shady finally coming through in the voiceover saying, so Eminem brought us backup. Backup meaning the Hitman. A hired gun can't erase me. And we obviously have a shot of the DJ and Slim Shady recording. Slim Shady is basically saying, a gun can't kill me. And then we have Shady himself in the lab. This is cool because in the background, it's a doctor. It's not Dr. Dre, but it's a doctor. And it looks like he's in the lab, he's cooking. There's a camera there. Super awesome stuff. And obviously we have the iconic Slim Shady outfit. Super cool. And then we have Hitman fighting Slim Shady here, and kind of going back and forth, trying to kill him. But Slim Shady says, choke me with a wire, aim a gun at me. So you can do all of these things, but obviously he's gonna get to you can't kill me. Obviously we have Hitman literally trying to slit Shady's throat here, but obviously he's not gonna be able to. We have Hitman here, cool shot of Hitman with the silencer pointed at someone, probably Shady. And then we have Shady with the mask. Cool. But the mask is obviously on the back of his head. Iconic. He has the mic. He's wreaking havoc, which is why we love Shady. I mean, a Shady with no controversy is not a Shady at all. And then we have the DJ in the voiceover. Slim Shady says, I come back louder and stronger. And he raises his fists, and this goes back to him being uncensored. He comes back louder, more controversial, more I just don't give a fuck, and try to basically make everyone's lives miserable. That's the whole concept. And then in the voiceover, Slim Shady says, so what's it gonna be, killer? And we have Hitman jumping a fence. And then here, it's cool because it's in the same lab environment, but the doctor is getting electrocuted. And then Shady's there, same setup, same look, super awesome. We can see the doctor kind of getting electrocuted and everything. We have Hitman fighting someone, hitting him with a bat. This is not Shady or Eminem, it's just some random guy. But Shady says, are you ready to dance with the devil? Now, this is cool. There's a lot of Easter eggs here. Are you ready to dance with the devil? When I heard that, I immediately thought Rap Devil, MGK, all of that. So it's a cool kind of an Easter egg or nod. I don't know if it was intentional, but that's what I got out of it. At the same time, Dance with the Devil, Immortal Technique song. If you've heard that song, you know what I'm thinking. But obviously it doesn't really connect to Slim Shady, but think controversy, think controversial. That song was controversial. Slim Shady's controversial. So that could be a little subtle Easter egg. And then we have Slim Shady saying, or are you too deaf to hear the beat? Pretty much self-explanatory, not much to say. We have Slim Shady with the Jason Voorhees mask fighting Hitman. It's crazy, but it looks cool. And then here we have a cook in the kitchen. Now, obviously, this is very, very subtle, but when you say like a cook in the kitchen in rap culture, it kind of connects because when rappers write their lyrics, it's like they're cooking, it's like they're a chef in the kitchen, a cook in the kitchen, they're crafting their art, so that's how that kind of connects. We have someone bringing in a plate of pasta for someone in the restaurant. Now obviously, Mom Spaghetti, Eminem, 8 Mile, that connection, so that's cool. But at the same time, Eminem has a spaghetti fast food restaurant in Detroit. So this is obviously a nod to that as well, or an Easter egg. We have Marshall Mathers here. We have the same scientist or doctor in the background. So it's basically the same setup. It's in the same place. We have the camera and everything. So again, Slim Shady shape-shifted back to Marshall Mathers here. I love that they included the gold chain. That's very iconic of new era Eminem. So I am definitely glad that they included that. We have this random shot of a sandwich as Hitman is killing someone. I don't know what that means. I don't know a sandwich connection with Eminem, but maybe it's a pasta sandwich. In that case, it would make sense because pasta, again, the whole thing with spaghetti. Then we have Hitman and Slim Shady here with the Jason Voorhees mask. Super cool. Love this shot where he's about to punch Shady and finish the job basically, but obviously we don't really see it. Love this shot as well. We have Slim Shady turned around halfway with the Jason Voorhees mask, and the voiceover says, "This is it." And then we have the jam sandwich or spaghetti sandwich, whatever it is, thrown at the Slim Shady name. And in the voiceover, Eminem says, "Let's end this motherfucker." So obviously, it's the whole concept of Eminem versus Slim Shady. Pretty cool, self-explanatory. Slim Shady here, raising his arms as if he has victory. And then he's like, "Are you ready to take me on?" Something like that. This is how the trailer ends. It's the poster for the game, for the collaboration that they have between Hitman and Slim Shady. Super cool stuff. I'm loving it. It comes out December 1st to December 31st, 2025. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna do videos playing it, even if I get it, but if I see any kind of cool details and Easter eggs that weren't in the trailer, I might do videos breaking those down. That is, if I even play the game, because like I said, I'm not a gamer. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.